Get ready for your daily dose of WordPress and web development tips, tricks, and insights to help you find success with WordPress. You're listening to WP the Podcast with your hosts, David Blackman and Tim Streifler.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of WP the Podcast, brought to you by WP Gears. I'm David Blackman.
And I'm Tim Streifler.
Today in episode 650, we're going to talk about how a local small business meetup can help grow your business. And in these times, this is going to be even more so. I've always felt like this was a great idea to do regardless of pandemic or not. But now that a lot of small businesses have suffered as a direct result of the quarantines and people being locked down and businesses being shut and them not having an online presence, I think now more than ever is going to be a great time to start helping these businesses out. You know, do these things once a month and give away, share some of your free knowledge. I guarantee it's going to help grow your business. So that's what Tim and I are going to talk about today.
Yeah, and depending on where you are, you might still be in some sort of a lockdown, quarantine type situation. I know in California, they started to open stuff back up, and then the cases skyrocketed, and so then they locked everything back up again. And so you might be in a place where you're like, I can't do a local meetup for small businesses. And so what we're suggesting is start planning it now, because as soon as stuff starts to open up, small businesses are going to be hungry for that engagement and interaction with other business owners and wanting to network and stuff like that. And so if you can kind of get all those things rolling now, oh my gosh, it will be so successful once you can actually make it live.
And what are some of those things that you can be doing right now? You can be looking for a place to meet, you can be thinking about topics that you want to cover that are relevant, pain points, solve some problems for these small businesses that didn't have a website or maybe had a website but had no way to generate revenue on that website because they didn't have an e-commerce website or whatever. There are lots of things and topics that you can kind of cover and stuff. So preparing for that now and getting the word out. You don't need to wait until all this pandemic stuff is over. Start reaching out to businesses, let them know what you're going to be doing and stuff, and making them aware.
I took the words right out of my mouth, David. I was going to say the exact thing. Start reaching out to these businesses and engage their interest. And you could even create a Facebook group specifically for this quote unquote networking group and be like, hey, I'm going to create this group here for, blank small business networking. So, your area, small business networking Facebook group. And then start inviting people there, and you can start engaging with them and interacting with them there even before you have an actual physical meetup. And so you're going to get a ton of people that are interested, and you're going to look like the hero because you're the one behind it all. And guess what? You're a web designer. Hey, all these businesses are going to need someone to help them redesign their site, work on their site, build a new site, whatever. And so it's not something that you go in with this big sales pitch, but just the fact that you're there and you're wanting to network and you're not pitching yourself at all, but you're showing value, they're going to want to hire you even without you pitching anything at all. And so it's amazing how not selling can sometimes be the best sales strategy.
Absolutely. Being helpful and sharing your knowledge will 100% benefit you in the long run. Besides the fact that physiologically something happens when we're of service to people, we feel good about ourselves. We feel like we're giving back, we're sharing our knowledge and stuff, and it makes us feel good emotionally, which affects us physically all the way around. I guarantee you that kind of, whether you believe in what you reap is what you sow or karma, what you're putting out into the universe, you're going to get back. If you're putting out goodness and stuff out there, you're going to definitely benefit greatly from doing that and stuff. And businesses are going to be appreciative. Even if they don't hire you, it's okay. They may run across someone, one of their, co-business owners that does need to hire someone, and you might be the person they think of and say, go see David or Tim, because those guys really help me out and they know their stuff and they're good guys. So go hire them. You just never know. So, yeah, boom, there you go. Start a local small business meetup, because I promise you it's going to help grow your business in the long run. Do it once a month. It's not going to take a tremendous amount of time. An hour a month. What can that hour a month benefit you? Huge.
Yeah, and one more thing I want to say is sometimes you might not even have to be the one to start it. Do some research. There might already be one, and just join it and start getting involved and being helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Tomorrow in episode 651, we're going to talk about 4 things you need to install on every WordPress website for marketing purposes. Tim, until tomorrow, we'll see you then.
Take care. Bye-bye.
We've come to the end of today's episode of WP the Podcast. Join us tomorrow for more daily tips and strategies designed to help you run your WordPress business toward success. Remember to subscribe to WP the Podcast so you can stay up to date with each episode. And don't forget to rate and review us. We'll see you again tomorrow right here on WP the Podcast.